Today's been really interesting. I think it's a very lovely gathering of very different people. It's interesting questions around craft and about how to use language to describe what we do in a way that is open, welcoming, and accessible, which is a very live question, continually in my practice. So it feels it's a very rich and enriching.
So the collaboration with performances and games and the new ways to explore language and all that kind of stuff, just insane and stunning for me.
I actually liked the really weird video game that wasn't a video game. I thought that was fun, and it was called Dot, and I liked it because it was like a nonsense video game, and I'm terrible at video games.
The dinner table prototype was a very, very good one.
Mm-hmm.
So, the synchronization with the audio and how the actual performance was mixed into the whole environment was.
I like the way that somehow it's some kind of structured chaos. We're all there, we're all different places, different expertise, different epistemologies, and we're all somehow facilitated to come together and to work together. The hackathons are a very unstructured space, and we're still understanding how to structure them better. And I think that here there is an understanding about how do you structure time and space and people, and you can see it in the fact that you've got a very tight schedule and people have very short times, but somehow it's all kept to.
And also listen to some talks, so there was plenty of food for thought before we then sat down in groups and started to really interrogate some of the things we'd done during the day. So a good balance between practical play and activity and hearing some good stimulating provocations from some of the speakers.
We have a lot more technology at our hands. We can do more technologically, but what we were able to do when we were here is really get at the heart of the process. We got to try a whole variety of different things, so everything ranging from yoga pretzels to the Brazilian dancing to initial prototypes, all over the place, brainstorming. We did it all, and that's amazing in that short 1 week. And so we had an all-encompassing process. It was excellent.
I was able to network and get to know people who are really doing interesting stuff related with my topics of interest. I think the methodology was really effective with these short presentations, with then opportunities for us to interact in not the formal conventional way, but later with the speed dating and the opportunity to also hear people from different cultural contexts like Canada, like Brazil, like Colombia. I think that is very important.
I don't think it was planned for the conference to have to do games about intimacy, because this is connected to the play. But in fact, it was really worked well for a very small group like this to have to do these weird, kind of intimate games and take a risk. It's about taking a risk in a small group of people with people you don't know very well. So I thought that was something I hadn't thought about before. That was a very interesting aspect of it.
So many great people with a very good portfolio and a very open mind, sharing their ideas, and the discussions was very, very good. And I really like to test all these prototypes that I really can't believe that people got to these prototypes in just 1 week.
I think it's a great opportunity to meet new people, people working in the same area or different areas, but similar. That's what I do. I work with performance, but I also involved in kind of games. So I think people who attended here today were more kind of mixed.